Doing? My name is Stuart Brisgel. This is the Rant Network. My partner in crime, David Solomon, is MIA today, traveling around. So let's jump right in. We bring you unfiltered, uncensored conversation, a wide range of topics. Our podcast is dedicated on giving you a platform. It gives us a platform as well to express opinions and share thoughts and experiences and ideas and hear from a variety of perspectives. Join us as we dive into the latest pop culture and so much more. From rants about absurdity in modern life to discussions about deeper issues affecting society. So sit back, relax, and enjoy for this monologue, because I don't have David to tell me I'm off topic. I don't have David to say that I'm wrong. I mean, this is almost a dream come true. Let's get into this, right? We need to talk. Today's episode, I just went right over it. There we go. Cross-border issues, navigating the immigration crisis. We're going to embark on an exploration. It's of compassion and understanding as we delve into the profound challenges and the complexities of the immigration crisis that we're dealing with now, because clearly it's reverberating across the country and around the world. The act of crossing a border is deeply woven into the tapestry of history. It symbolizes the innate human drive for a better life, the pursuit of safety, unwavering hope for a brighter future. In recent years, the immigration crisis has gripped the world's attention, demanding that we confront this issue. To truly comprehend the immigration crisis, we must recognize it's multifaceted. Push factors such as violence, persecution, economic instability, environmental disasters, forcibly uprooting individuals and families from their homelands. Simultaneously, pull factors entice them, like the Biden administration, that promises them safety and economic opportunities and a chance to start a new life. It's a delicate interplay between pushes and pulls that shape the dynamics of migration. However, the journey itself is far from idyllic. Migrants embark on a perilous crossing, often undertaking them routes that involve coyotes, that involve starvation, that involve death, rape, child abuse, right? The threat of exploitation, human trafficking, the loss of life is looming large, yet driven by unwavering hope that they're preserving and enduring an imaginable hardship that immerses an immense amount to sacrifice to seek a better future for themselves and their loved ones. Once they get here, the destination, it's a labyrinth of legal complexities, disinformation that allows them to have further vulnerability, which typically makes them unable to fulfill or integrate into the societies. Simultaneously, we have to grapple with the strain managing the influx of this many people. That's a stress on our social justice issues and maintaining a certain amount of society, like the teachers in classrooms, like food shelters, like in New York, shelters for houses and hotels that have been converted as they kick out veterans of this great country, right? The challenge is critical, that you recognize that it's not the sole burden on this country. And migrants bring as well an invaluable richness of culture and diversity, and unique perspectives, determination to rebuild their lives. They become, catalysts that ignite a fire in communities here in the United States. Most immigrants don't speak English. So are they taking jobs from Americans? More than likely not. And the jobs that most of them do take are ones that most Americans don't want. But that's not enough of a reason to have this amount of influx. And then people fall outside of this protective quarter. So addressing the immigration crisis and understanding, the most recent history, and why American governments haven't done anything on giving fundamental privileges, fundamental principles, of human rights, providing them a legal pathway for migration. It would seem almost efficient to do so. But it seems that it becomes a political issue, not a human rights issue. Because today, if you listen to the news, the Democrats are talking about how the Republicans are busing people into New York or sanctuary cities, and that they are innocent in all of this. Well, what about when Obama controlled everything? Did he bring forth any immigration policies that allowed for an easier path? Did he deal with any of these issues at any substantive level? Or did he build a mass amount of cages to house women and children? This is an important fact that is being left out and is being bleached out of the news. This isn't a DeSantis, this isn't a Texas issue of busing migrants that are bombarding our cities. At the same time, we value our veterans. We value those people that supported us in Afghanistan, that have been denied entry to the United States, that have been denied entry to the country that they served, for people that have never served. Not that these people deserve persecution, but they crossed through a half a dozen countries on their way to the American border. Why didn't they stay in Mexico? Mexico is a beautiful country. Some of the most beautiful beaches, some of the most beautiful resorts with lots of guava or farming needs there. Why are they insisting to come to America? Well, let me tell you. United States is giving them hotel rooms, buses, cell phones, food, water, and other shelters, like no country on the planet has done for anyone. If you tried escaping into Canada, you'd find yourself in a jail and deported. The same way if you tried going to Australia, or even most countries in Europe. This has to be an orderly process that must make sense. Millions of people engaging into entering the United States is an invasion of a massive, massive amount. Think about all your friends that have kids in K through 12. These are teachers that are being busted out in the seams with students. Not only are they not getting paid for it, the school boards doesn't have the resources for it. Most kids today in the early days of school get a free breakfast. We used to get a little carton of milk as a subsidy to give children something to eat in the morning that a lot of kids aren't. But those are starving children. Those are programs made for Americans, not for millions of people that come in here that demand these hotel rooms that they said, my friend had one, my cousin had one, the guy before me had one, therefore I want one. But again, it's essential to acknowledge that the immigration crisis is not an issue that's going to be easily solved by even the best bipartisan group, which clearly there is not. It demands a sustained attention of empathy and unwavering commitment to sustain an equitable resolution. But when I mean equitable by charging the host nations and all the nations that these immigrants travel through to support this effort. Clearly, they're not stopping them at the Mexican border. Clearly, the Mexican government is well aware of this. But they're also producing billions of dollars of revenue for the Mexican cartels, who own these routes that allow these people enter in this country. Again, in 15 minutes, we're not going to get from beginning to end on this issue. It's virtually impossible. I wish we could. And I wish David was here to bounce some signal against me. But he's nowhere to be found. It's okay, David. We miss you. So I'm going to leave you with this podcast a little short today. To think about is your MSNBC or your Fox News or your CNN or your Bloombergs really giving you the whole story? Are they just giving you the political one-sided approach? Well, let's think about it. United States is a country that has borders. And if you don't enforce those borders and the laws of the land in those borders, you kind of give up the country. And that's something that I don't think most Americans are willing to do. I don't think any American is willing to do so. The ramifications that are going on in New York City, Chicago, California, most of they're sanctuary cities. They've declared themselves open to receive all these people, not Texas. And you know what? You can't villainize Texas for it being invaded by its Mexican southern border. This has got to stop. President Biden, you got to leave your resort and come back to the White House and address this problem. Kamala Harris, you're in absolute denial if you don't think there's a border problem. You cannot get a base going where the base is turning against you. Guys, I wish you a wonderful day, and I'm going to call it. Thanks for joining in today's episode and listening to the Rant Network. We hope you enjoyed this little monologue and gained some of my valuable insight. We appreciate your support and hope you'll join us next time. Hopefully David will be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, noon Eastern. In the meantime, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to send your messages. We're here. Thank you.